All right, so let's go ahead and move on over and talk a little bit about Utah Hockey Club, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, so the Utah Hockey Club, there's this article on KSL that says the rebuild process is on track, and we just want to discuss that for a bit with you guys. Now while the team is kind of on the outside looking in, they're about 8 points out on the final wild card spot right now. The big picture is that this team has been in a rebuild for the last several years, and that rebuild is still on track. In 2021 to 2022, they had a total of 57 points, while the next season they racked up a total of 70 points. And even still with a few games left to go, Utah is sitting at 80 points right now. So you're definitely seeing signs of improvement there at least, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, that's huge. And I mean, really, this team has done this by kind of going draft first, right? I mean, they're building this core through the draft. They've got young stars like Logan Cooley and Dylan Gunther. And then they've also done a really good job bringing in some veteran guys and helping, additions to this team that with veteran guys that are going to continue to make improvements to this team. And then they've also got a really deep prospect pool that they can continue to pull out of and, help send guys down and let them get experience and then pull them up. We did battle some injuries this year. The Nick Schmaltz injury early really hurt us. The fact is they've got a great program. They're going to keep going. This team has such a bright future. I mean, I just, this was obviously my first season kind of watching NHL hockey and understanding the game, watching the point system, kind of watching it develop. But I feel really lucky as a Utah hockey fan to get to watch this team and, the growth that they've seen and, this explosion of Veggie and his great season that he's had and, 17 games in the net in a row. Like, it's just been a really cool season to be a Utah hockey fan. And it makes it even more excited for next year, even if we miss out on the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think you nailed it, man, because one of the key things that he was quoted on Armstrong said in this article is that you have to draft your core. And I think that they did exactly with that. I mean, Gunther is obviously leading the team in goals. Even though he missed like a month of play, he's still the team lead in goal scorer. Yeah. Cooley's doing great. You got Clayton Keller, who's, captained the team, And this team also did a lot of work prior to the trade deadline and went out and signed players that have been contributors to extensions. Alex Kerfoot, Ian Cole, you mentioned Karol Vejmelka, that he also was given a nice extension. Veggie, our guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Getting an extension. So they're giving the extensions to the players that I feel like they fit that best gel with this team. And, like you said, just the draft pool, the draft capital they have and the pool they have in the minors right now, with Tidge and all that stuff, our first draft prospect, he's going to be good. I just think that there's nothing but upside for this team going forward. Even if they, like you mentioned, even if they do miss the playoffs this year, I do feel like that for this team, it's going to be playoffs or bust next year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the good news is they got $22 million in cap space, so they can extend some of these young guys. They can keep pursuing free agents. The future is only up for this team, and it's a really exciting time. Make sure you guys keep tuning into this hockey club, keep cheering for them. It's going to be excellent.
Absolutely. Once again, folks, we did just launch a Utah Hockey DNA. This is a channel specifically for your Utah hockey content. All of our hockey content will be posted here, so be sure to check us out at Utah Hockey DNA. If you're watching this on our main channel, DNA Sports Recap, a link to this channel will be in the description below. Now, before we pivot on over, I want to talk about the developments in the practice facility. So yeah. This was something that's not necessarily in the news. I've actually tried to research it to see if I found any relevant articles in regards to this over the recent couple months. But the only thing is dating back to like August, last
October.
Year.
Yeah, pretty much groundbreaking time.
Yeah, around when they broke ground. But have you been out there lately?
I have.
Oh my gosh, dude! Like, not only is it like the sheer size of it, I'm like, okay, it's in the Macy's building. They could definitely fit 2 hockey rinks in there.
Yeah, because that place is huge.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Well, now when you go there and you're like, I just entered in the south part of the mall there, and along with Leighton and SEG, the contractors, was Leighton that they hired for this. Like, dude, you can't like, you drive into there and you used to have the Macy's parking lot, and then you'd have Macy's building. That building is taking up almost all of that parking lot.
Yeah, it's like all the way to 106 now.
Yeah, you drive in and then you split to either go towards Texas Roadhouse or go around the backside where the food court is. That building is literally right up against that road now.
Yeah,
it is insane of how big this structure is actually going to be.
Yeah, and it's cool because it's going to house the whole UHC, like all of their staff and everything. That's going to be like their headquarters for the hockey club.
Yeah, it's not just a practice facility; it's their HQ basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if I'm sure you read on all of it, but this is such a cool development because of the way that Ryan Smith did set this up, right? Like the community has access to this practice facility, or will have access to it once it's completed. So when the team's not there using the ice, it'll be open for public ice time. They're going to schedule rec leagues on it. It's just such a cool thing that has been done to make this not just an asset to the hockey club, but to the community surrounding in Sandy as well.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. There's going to be 2 full-sized ice rinks there.
Yeah.
For them to practice on. And the crazy thing about this is it's supposed to be ready by October of 2025, 2026.
That doesn't surprise me a bit. I feel like they can build multi-million-dollar buildings in like 4 months now.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast that's gone up and how much space it's taking up. And not only that, but also like how much they're putting into this, man. It's incredible. The facility is being built by Leighton Construction with Babcock designing it. It was created as the design for the building. Like I mentioned, it will be open for them, and will be ready for this Utah Hockey Club going into the 2025-2026 season, which won't be their names at that time. So
yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Got a couple comments here. Let's go ahead and jump into those. We actually have McKinley Cutler back on the channel, man. Great to hear from you, man.
Absolutely.
McKinley says the Jazz are continuing to tank, losing by 30 tonight. It's in the pooper for Cooper all the way. Absolutely, man.
Love
Absolutely. Nice for the Wizards. Nice. The Wizards won tonight it's 1 game buffer now. Awesome. Well, we'd love to talk about that. Let's go ahead and jump into that. Before we do, let's go ahead and make sure once again, folks, that we want to remind you that this is Utah Hockey DNA. This is a channel specifically for your Utah Hockey Club. If you have not yet, smash that like button for your boy AJ over there. It makes him happy, man.
It does.
It's like angels.
It hurts my soul when we don't have likes on our videos.
It really does.
Like, why don't you like it? That's what I want to know.
If you're watching this on our full episode on DNA Sports Recap, a link to the channel will be in the description below. So be sure to check us out. Make sure you subscribe. Once this channel hits 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away one of those Utah Hockey Club jerseys. So be sure to check that out.
Do it.